Hello everyone, it's Dio from Firm But Fair Gaming, bringing you another Diablo 3 video. Hello everybody, another weekly video here for Diablo 3. So we are doing the Challenge Rift, and I missed last week just due to work and other commitments, and we are doing Challenge Rift 228. Whoa, hit a bunch of buttons there. So we are a wizard rocking the Firebird set. So basically the two pieces: disintegrate ignites enemies, causing them to take 3000% weapon damage per second until they die. If we die, a meteor falls from the sky and revives us once a minute. Casting disintegrate adds combustion stacks that reduce the cooldown of teleport by 2% per stack and stacks up to 50 times, and you gain 80% damage reduction while maintaining combustion stacks. So that's just our survivability, and we get 5,000 increased damage while Ignite is applied to a target. And hitting an ignited enemy with a non-channeling fire spell deals Ignite damage multiplied by combustion stack. So they work hand in hand to let us deal massive damage. So we are rocking the 6-piece set. We're using the Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose. So basically while we're moving, we take 50% less damage. And while we're standing still, we get this buff down here that we can deal up to 100% increased damage. As we move, you can see it decreasing. And then we get this other one, which is our damage reduction buff. We're using the Witching Hour for more damage as we get 7% attack speed and crit there. Our bracers, Ranslore's Folly. So damage of energy twister is increased by 256, and it periodically pulls enemies in closer than 30 yards. Our ring, we got a COE, Convention of Elements. So as of course we get 200% up to 200% increased damage through the elements. So that's what's rotating here. Our weapon is Death Wish, so while channeling Arcane Torrent, Disintegrate, or Ray of Frost for at least 1 second, all damage is increased by 287% there on the modifier. And our sigil here, our offhand, is the Etch Sigil, so while channeling Arcane Torrent, Disintegrate, or Ray of Frost, the damage of our Twister is increased by 250%, and we also cast Energy Twister every second. Okay, so basically that is the items we're wearing. So for our build or our skills, here we got the Spectral Blade with the Flame Blades. So summon a Spectral Blade that strikes all enemies up to 15 yards in front of you. Each enemy hit increases the damage of your fire spells. So that looks like that. For our secondary, we are using Disintegrate. This is going to be our big damage spell. So we channel Beam of Pure Energy, dealing 309% weapon damage as Arcane. Disintegrate damage is increased by 250% weapon damage every second up to a max of 890. While channeling Beam, you become charged with energy and discharge it nearby enemies, dealing 115% damage as Arcane. So that's an Arcane ability, so it looks like we're going to be waiting for Arcane in our COE. Explosion Blast, so costs 20 Arcane Power. Gather infusion of energy around you that explodes after 1.5 seconds. As a chain of 3 consecutive explosions, dealing 520 weapon damage as fire to all enemies within 12 yards. Blasts nearby enemies, Frost Nova. So blast nearby enemies with an explosion of ice and freeze them. Enemies take 33% more damage while frozen or chilled. So that's just going to help CC some mobs, I'm guessing. Magic Weapon, so Force Weapon. So we're just going to view our weapon. It's going to be a buff that we have to deal more damage, and it lasts for 10 minutes. And then we have Mirror Image, so summon 4 illusionary duplicates of yourself to taunt nearby enemies for 1 second. They last for 7 seconds and have half of our life. Spells cast by mirror images will deal 10% damage of our own. So that's basically what it looks like. So we're going to put our magic weapon on to have it active so we deal more damage. This is what mirror image looks like. So there's some spells. One again was Explosive Blast, so it's going to go off like 3 times like that. Not very massive damage. There's our Frost Nova. Here's our little AoE attack. Doesn't deal huge amounts of damage. Really our big damage is going to be that. But as you can see, it takes our energy. And then we're going to have to wait for that to come back. We don't get a blink here, which is kind of unfortunate. So we're just going to have to run around. So here we're just going to know these guys, just to show what it looks like, and then that's our big damage dealer is the Disintegrate, which is Arcane. Boom. Right? Yes. Just read it and I already temporarily forgot. All right, that's enough of doing that. Jump into the rift and see how it goes. So basically we're just going to be moving through, watching our energy and nuking them down with the beam here and using our spectral blade in the meantime if we need to get our power back. And that's basically it. We're through things that we need to run away. Could have this on CD if you would like. It's just a bit additional damage, but it's not going to be a huge nuke. Mainly we're going to rely on that. All right, let's see what the map looks like. It's showtime. Okay, so we're going to come in here, going to put on hit number 3, get our weapon. There is a champ pack just down here. There they are. It's really not much on this map. Now there's an elite over here, just going to make a beeline for it. The twisters there are pretty handy, they're just bringing everything in. Got that. And now we just need to make our way to the exit, which is straight south. Just doing a couple quick bursts as we can. Basically all we're doing is just rocking that laser. It just nukes everything. So occasionally I am going to put up our explosive blast. Kind of just do that on CD as I remember. But seeing as everything dies to laser, it's really not that big of a deal. I never am ending up using the Frost Nova because everything is just dying super quick. Here's a champ. There's only really 2 on this, so I'm just going to make a beeline towards where I know the exit is. And the third map was really not friendly. But as you can tell, we're so far ahead of our timer. It's really going to be no challenge at all to time. So there goes the champ. Now we're just going to make a beeline straight into the next map. And see how we do. I really wish we had blink. So here we are into floor 3. Actually a funky design. I didn't know we could get this for a greater rift, so maybe it's just because it's a challenge rift that they allowed it. So there is an elite up there, and then down in the middle here there is a champ. There they are. Now I was unable to find another champ pack after this. That was because the first time I went through I spawned the boss a little bit early, but then here's the entrance into the next half of this map. It's one of those maps that are just wide and a bunch of rocks in the way. I really didn't think, like I said, I didn't think this could be a greater rift run, so I was surprised when I walked in here the first time. Oh, there was an elite up here. That's good to know. I didn't find him the first time because I'd already spawned the boss. So that'll help. And we'll just dip down. Doing pretty good here on time, obviously. It's just easy. Pretty easy when all you have to do is hold down one button, the beam here, and you can just one-shot absolutely everything. Just wish there was some density. Zigzagging back and forth. It was actually pretty light. I hadn't found another elite down this way. There we go. Almost there. Step across the bridge. $96. Like I said, this map, the third level here is actually pretty bad for finding elites. 99, come on, just give us 100. Spawn the boss. Oh my goodness. Probably shouldn't have went up there. There we go, finally. Sheesh. Then we're just going to one-shot this guy. And that's basically all there is to it. Pretty quick, pretty easy. You get to walk around. If you've been watching The Boys, you get to walk around like... oh man, I can't even remember his name. Highlander? Yeah. Just with the red beam. As you can see, 3:30. Let's see how we did on time. That was the wrong button. The leaderboard. Not too bad. Where'd we come in? 13th? That's not bad. They probably have a little bit better route, but like I said, the third floor there is kind of slow. Just have to pick and choose a way through. There are a few elites. As always, you'll see them on the map indicated for you. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. Hope you've enjoyed this video and the quick guide. Sorry for missing last week. I'm back on the trend now, so stay tuned till next week. As always, we appreciate any likes and subscribes. Good luck out there. Have fun, everybody.